Colt, who is 8, and Levi is 10. Wonderful boys. We live out in the country, and we're a country family. And
we love watching basketball and playing basketball. That's what Levi did leading up to his diagnosis. So, and like Tammy said, we enjoy life in the country, being outside and being together, spending time with the family together. In playing travel and basketball, he had encountered some leg pain in his right leg. We just took it as growing pains. We took him to the doctor. It was actually over a 2-year period. His pain in his leg got worse and worse and worse. We used it as a time to teach him to push through adversity. He was a long-legged boy, and he was just growing. But it got to the point where he was in a lot of pain. He was prescribed some high-level medications just to deal with the pain itself. They really didn't know what else was going on. He actually, his last term he played, he hit the game-winning shot in the game. But it wasn't long after that we took him in and said, we're going to have some answers. He's in some serious pain in his leg. And initially thought he had a bone infection, a deep bone infection. Follow-up MRIs, CT scans, they believe confirmed that. He was taken into, it wasn't an emergency surgery, but a quick surgery. After the surgery confirmed it was just a bone infection, but they were going to send the results off to pathology. We didn't expect those results to come back as cancer. We expect them to tell us what kind of infection it would be and how they were going to treat it. But his doctor would come in and tell us that Levi was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma. So in his leg, it's a bony tumor in his leg. Obviously, it's not news that any parents want to hear or hope they're ever going to have to hear. After a deep breath and some tears, we knew that, hey, this is where God has brought you to. This is where He wants you at.
God has brought us to this point, and in the coming days after that, it was like, this is exactly what He's been preparing us for, was to go on this journey with Levi. Early on in this process, we sat down with Levi and said, what could you do to give back? You know, so many people are pouring into your life. What could you do that could either raise awareness or make somebody smile or do something good?
Over on 4 West, where I go to get chemo, there's a room with paint everywhere that the nurses let kids take these and spray them up on the wall.
At first it was just going to be, let's do these for Christmas gifts for grandparents. That'll be really cool to have some of your artwork. And then it grew to people were saying, oh, that's really cool, we'd love to have one. And then kind of grew into the idea, well, let's do something that could raise some money for the people who have taken care of you.
Levi's a diehard Steelers fan. A day or two after Levi was diagnosed, it may have been a week or so, a co-worker of mine just kind of a Hail Mary shot an email to Pittsburgh Steelers. Literally within 30 minutes of that email came back this video from Ben Roethlisberger.
Hey Levi, what's up partner? It's Ben Roethlisberger. Just wanted to shoot you a quick note to say hello, let you know I'm thinking about you. I know you're in Lexington, Kentucky, I believe, and I know it's probably Bengals country, so I appreciate all the support you have for the black and gold down there and for me. Keep up the good fight, and don't let anybody convert you into a Bengals fan, all right? Appreciate the support, buddy. We're praying for you and thinking about you. We'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers. Have a good one, bud.
It was pretty cool because it was my first chemo treatment whenever we didn't know it was really going to happen yet, so I got it during that time.
Team Levi kind of formed in the beginning by a coworker of yours. Just in the beginning when we were trying to let people know what was going on, and people wanted to bring us meals and clean our house and do all kinds of things for us, and so one of his coworkers did come up with Team Levi just so we could keep people updated, and yeah, it's just kind of blossomed from that with shirts and bracelets and then his signature on the paintings of Team Levi. At this point, we haven't taken it to the next step as far as coming up with a nonprofit ourselves, and so it's just been a lot of us collecting, and then here, hopefully soon, we're going to present a check to the hospital. So if anybody does want to add to Levi's total, that would just be done through us personally, through Team Levi.
Outside of giving money to help the UK Children's Hospital, it's just to pray for us, pray for Levi, and that the Lord would continue to use this for His glory.
It's another way of shining God's light out into the world. People are going to hang these up and ask questions. And so we tell Levi, you have been given a huge platform for Jesus. And so, no, God didn't want you to have cancer, but He's allowed it. And so use it for His glory. And so that's what He's doing, and we're proud of Him.